If your videos or interviews are feeling a little bit flat, a little bit boring, like they could use a little more pizzazz, like they could be a little bit more produced, I can help with that. I'm going to show you an Ecamm workflow where you can utilize the assets that you want, but still keep it clean and intentional, because I know you want to get crazy. Intentional. I'm talking sounds, graphics, scene changes, videos, like you could do all sorts of stuff. As they say, you can do the most. And as someone who sometimes likes to do the most, I'm super excited for you. First things first, we got to build a little run of show. Okay, let's keep things on track. Inside of Ecamm here, we've got tons of windows to look at. All we need is our scenes window and our overlays window. So for now, we're going to close a bunch of these other ones that we don't need. I always like to keep the sound levels visible so I can make sure I know my microphone is working. And camera effects, because that is something that I change often. Don't know if you realize this. We turn off this digital zoom and you can see the rest of the room. You thought I was in a studio. I mean, I am in a studio, but it's an office in an apartment. Let's build a 5-scene run of show. Here in our scenes window, if this isn't where you think it is, in your program window in the top left, you can do this drop down and go to show scenes window and it will come back to you. And let's add us a couple more scenes. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Our first one is going to be called intro. Our second is going to be the main topic. The third one is going to be a key question. Then we are going to do a reaction. And then we will wrap it up. Now with each of these, you're going to need to adjust it if you need to adjust your camera effects. I like to have it jump back and forth because I do think it's kind of fun. And also it makes it look visually different from scene to scene in a very simple way. And then our wrap up, let's do reaction. We're going to do reaction all the way close. And then wrap up, we will come out a little further like so. All right, so we've got our intro, our main topic, our key question, our reaction, and then our wrap up. And this is just to help us have a clear structure so we know what we're working with. So when we add our extra fun stuff in there, everybody knows where we are in the pathway, on the journey, in the adventure. Our next thing to do is add a couple simple, maybe not simple, overlays. But we want things that are going to reinforce the story. Our overlay windows is here. If you don't know where it is, if it's missing, you can go to this button right here with the T and the picture, and that is your overlays button. And here, there's a bunch of different things you can add. We can add pictures, we can add text, we can add shapes, countdown timers, videos. There's a lot we can do. But what I want to do is, in our second one, main topic, I want to add a cute little lower thirds. So we can put this here if we wanted. We can change the font. We can change the background. We do a little something like this. We can add a border if we wanted. We can change the border width of this if we wanted. You can do corner radius if you wanted. You can save that. We can even animate this choosing transition and then selecting the one that you want. There's a bunch of different ones here. You want to see what it looks like? In our overlays window, we click the little eyeball to hide it, and then click the eyeball again to bring it back in. You actually can build these elements all separately if you want to customize it a little bit differently. There's so much you can do. Okay, this is your production. Make it nice as long as you actually make the video. So here's what this looks like. This is us in the intro, and then when we're ready to move on to the main topic, it will pop up the text. Now we're going to go to key question. What I want to do is add a sound effect. And we did close the sound effect window. So right here, this is the little music note. You open that up and then this is going to pop up. Okay, I think I like this glockenspiel. So when you find the one that you want, we're going to go to the little gear. We want to add it to the scene. We go back a scene, and then if we go into this one, it plays its sound. Oh my gosh, how fun. And in this one, I would also add our question of the day. Put this here. You can rotate it if you wanted. You can change the perspective if you wanted. And we can give it a little transition as well. We're in our previous scene, discussion. Now we're ready to get to our question of the day. Fun, right? Fun. When you're finished with that scene, we're going to go to reaction. So perhaps this one's going to be an image. So back in our overlays, you can go to the little picture button here. This is where we're going to find our image. You grab your image and then you can position it how you want. So I'm actually going to put it here and then I'm going to move where I'm at so it looks nice. And you can animate how this comes in as well. If you click on the little pencil, you can go to transition and we're going to have it fly in from the bottom. You can do borders in here, opacity, perspective. Let's actually do the perspective too. I think that's kind of fun. And we can do a little shadow. Like I said, you can do the most. And then you'll go to your wrap up. So let's look at our run a show as we have it. We've got our intro. Thank you so much for coming to my show. This is what we're going to talk about. My name is Mary Lou, and today our topic is going to be blah, 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 blah. But now it is time for the question of the day. Question of the day. What do you think about this? Do you guys like this? Are you into it? Amazing. Now let's see what one of our viewers sent in. We've got this image here, and I have an opinion about it, and we're going to talk about it, and it's going to be great. Now, if you want to be part of this, then you send me an image, and I will react to it next time. Make sure you like and subscribe, hang out, chit-chat, wrap it up, and be done. What? How easy was that? And if you're in that Stream Deck life, you can definitely add everything to keys and have it flow very easily. You can add timers if you want things to flow hands-free. If you've got a live chat, we can bring the comments up. There's so much that you can do. Ecamm is basically like a whole control room. So for producers like us, it's very, very exciting. But giving yourself a structure, a run of show, gives you some boundaries to play within. Because otherwise, it can get crazy. And setting all of this up beforehand is going to make it so much easier on your edit because most of the work is done. You record it, it saves to your computer. If you need to do any other changes, you can, but you won't have to because you planned it well. But if you are someone who does want to edit, you can get individual recordings of each camera source, of each audio source, like if you're going to customize all that stuff. But I will tell you this. You think you're going to, but you're probably not. You're probably not going to do it. But maybe I'm projecting. If you are, and you actually have, let me know in the comments. And if this is a workflow that works for you, you might just be a producer. But if you do not know what your creator type is, we have a quiz for that. So go take it. Come back. Let me know. We also have our planner and our presenter workflows. So if you want to see how those look, because you're just curious and you can't help yourself, then go check them out.